Okay, good day to everyone. So, today we will be discussing controlling functional areas of management, special topics in management. So, this is with regards in the subject or a chapter in a subject of organization and management. So for the learning outcomes, the student must able to know the definition and nature of management control, link between planning and controlling, methods of control systems, discuss the role of budget and planning and control, discuss and determine the nature and the roles of functional areas of management, and identify the special topics in the management. So for our first slide, we have the nature of controlling. So according to Kuntz and O'Donnell, controlling is the measurement of accomplishment against the standards and the correction of deviations to assure yung ating attainment of objectives according to our plans setted. And according to G.R. Terry, controlling is that determining what is being accomplished, that is evaluating the performance, and if necessary, applying corrective measures so that the performance takes place according to what plans you setted are. And according to Henry Fayol, control consists in verifying whether everything occurs in conformity is with plans adopted with the different instructions issued and principles established. And last, according to McFarland, the presence in a business of that force which guides it to a predetermined objective using a predetermined policies and decisions is what we call controlling. So, control is a continuous process and considered to be the most important function of management. And with controlling, it is a persuasive function of management as it is performed in all organization and at all management levels. It is that function of management under which every manager at every level assures that the actual progress is in conformity of the plan. So the relationship between the planning and controlling. So next up, we have the relationship between planning and controlling. So there are two separate functions of management. So scope of activities are both overlapping to each other. So planning and controlling reinforce with each other. So according to Billy Zoetz, relationship between the two can be summarized in the following points. The first one is the planning precedes controlling and controlling succeeds planning. Planning and managing are inseparable functions of management. So planning can be successful only in the presence of controlling. So meaning that if the control is not present, it is useless to have plan. So if process of controlling is taken away from the management or organization, so no person working in the enterprise will take it seriously. So to work according to the plans and consequently the plans will fail. Activities are put on rails and they are kept at the right place through this controlling relationship. So the process of planning and controlling works on the system approach, which is what you can see on your screens. So planning results and results to corrective actions. So planning and controlling are integral parts of our organization, as both of these are very important for the smooth running of an enterprise or businesses. So plans are always formulated for future or for the future, and to determine the future courses of action for doon sa mga achievement of our objectives to be laid down. So the difference between planning and control can be stated and in the reverse positions also. So meaning planning is looking back, where areas controlling is looking ahead, and planning is called looking back because the plans are formulated by the happenings of the past and the basis of experience. So all in all, controlling evaluates the work done in the past, but under its corrective action is taken in respect of the future. So the next topic or the next slide would be the control methods and the system. So the control techniques or methods are described as either what we call quantitative or non-quantitative. So quantitative methods use data and some various quantitative tools, uh, monitoring and controlling production output. So the two common tools na ginagamit natin dito is si budget and audits. So, it is widely recognized tool naman is yung ating chart. So, everyone knows about chart, and chart used as control tools, normally to contrast the time and performance of an business. So, it also provides the quickest method of relating one data. So, most charts are version of either the Gantt chart or yung tinatawag nating PERT, which means the Program Evaluation Review Technique. So we have the budgetary control under it. So the budget used in two ways, such as to establish the facts that must be factored into the operational planning, and the second one is to prepare narrative descriptions and financial informations that the chain of command uses in its annual request and management of its funds. And on audits, the internal auditing provides an independent review and appraisal of accounting, financial, and other non-tactical operations, and it measures and evaluates the effectiveness of the management controls. So it also provides an independent unit of other operations involving the use of the funds, yung mga resources natin, and also yung mga accomplishment natin of what the management goals are setted. And also, the budgetary control includes the performance standards, which these are often just more clearly to define what really is your objective. So the top managers control their organizations by establishing certain performance standards to cope up with doon sa mga employees natin if they are really doing their responsibilities to their jobs. So the next slide would be role of budget in planning and controlling. So we all know that the budgets are necessary to highlight the financial implications of plans to define the resources required to achieve these plans to provide a means of measuring, viewing, and controlling, and also the obtained results in comparison with the other plans before. Budgets are excellent communication tools pointing out within the operational and financial objectives of the period. So the controlling function confirms or not compliance or non-compliance of the results with the predetermined objectives, such as highlighting occurred deviations and the causes that produce them. So, to sum it up, yung budget natin helps to set standards that can control doon sa mga kailangan ng company natin when it comes to the resources and control. And ito din yung nagmo-motivate sa ating mga employees. Preparation of budget plan. Of course, we have 3 on your screens: preparing your budget, working out your budget, and reviewing your budget. So, it helps to identify the needs, kung ano ba yung mako-cover ng cost and control of our expenditure. So, we can also monitor the income and also manage our savings. So, it may take several months to get of all these figures together and agreed by anyone. But all in all, they also act as a guide throughout the year as to whether you are spending your money as planned or sumusobra na ba, or it will be also your warn if you are kagaya na sinabi ko, overspending your in any unexpected areas of your setted budget. So if you are breaking out or breaking down the working out your budget into groups, we have to identify them into where they are like the staff. They should be given the salaries, the national insurances, travel or trainings. If sa premises naman natin, which is this is yung rent, heat, light, insurance, cleaning, and etc. Resources, ito yung mga books natin and other subscriptions. Admin and stationaries, ito yung mga stamps, phones, stationery, photocopying, and so on and so forth. And yung last natin to break up yung ating budget into group is yung training and development. Kasi these are the training fees and the other development costs para sa ating employees and staff. Functional areas of management is the next topic for this chapter. So there are 12 under these areas of management. The first one is the human resource management, or what we call the HRM. So their role is to plan, develop, and administer policies and programs designed to make expenditures use of an organization's human resources, ay yung mga staff or employees natin. So, their objectives is to utilize the human resources to give a desirable working relationship among members of the organization and to maximize the individual development of our employee. And also, the major functional areas of HRM is planning, staffing, employee development, and employee maintenance. The next one is the human resource planning. So, yung function naman nito is the number and type of employees naman they needed to accomplish organizational goals that are determined to what they are or to what their responsibilities and their task is. So, job analysis, this is the process of describing the nature of job and specifying the human requirements such as yung skills ninyo, yung experience nyo na needed to perform for your task. So, a job description spells out work duties and the activities of your employees. And this is the vital source of information, yung mga job description natin to our employees, to our manager, and also to our personnel or people. Next is the staffing, which this emphasizes the recruitment and selection of human resource for an organization. So recruiting is the personnel function that attracts the qualified applicants to fill in the specific job vacancies. Orientation. So this is the first step toward helping a new employee to adjust himself to the new job and to the new employer. So this is a method to acquaint employees with particular aspects to their new job. So including na dito yung pay and benefits of the program, their working hours, and yung company rules and expectations ninyo. Next one is the training and development. So this function gives employees the skills and knowledge to perform their job effectively. So they provide training for new or inexperienced employees. Organizations often provide training programs for experienced employees whose jobs are undergoing or changing at any time. So next we have the performance appraisal. So the function that monitors the employee's performance is to ensure, of course, that it is acceptable level. So mostly HR professionals are usually responsible for developing and administering this system. So like the training and development, so we should provide them knowledge if they are inexperienced for their job-related position. Next is career planning, which has developed partly as a result of their desire of many employees to grow in their jobs to advance in their career. And also, these activities include assessing an individual employee's each potential for growth and advancement in the certain organization. Of course, compensation. So this affects the stopping in that people are attracted to organizations offering a higher level of pay in exchange of work performed. So obviously, pay is related to the maintenance of our human resources. Next is compensation and benefits. So there are another form of compensation which is called the benefits other than direct pay for their performed work because it includes the legally required items and those offered employees' discretion. Next one is the labor benefits. So the term labor relation refers to interaction with employees who are represented by the trade union. So the last one, record keeping, the oldest and most basic personal function, which involves recording, maintaining, and retrieving employee-related information for a variety of purposes. Next one topic is marketing management. So we have 5. Conducting market research is companies conducting research using, of course, yung questionnaires, face-to-face interviews natin, or analyzing the buyer or the buying habits of our customers. So, marketing research help us or enables these managers to identify yung mga new market opportunities in helping our organization. Next is developing the marketing strategy. So this is clearly how an organization will promote its products and services to its target market, of course, with yung aim natin to increase yung sales or yung profitability natin and maintain our competitive edge over sa ating competitors. Customer relationship management. The managers collects this information from the organization's customer database to help create a customer satisfaction survey. Employee management. So the function of marketing management to perform periodic performance evaluation of the staff working for them. So they assign different duties and set targets for their departmental staff. And last, identifying new business opportunities. This some of the marketing managers analyzes the market trends, or they should, with an aim of identifying unexploited or new markets for the organization's products and services. So that is our marketing management sector. Next one is the operation management. So this is the business function responsible for managing the process of uh, creation of goods and services. Syempre, involved dito yung ating planning, organizing, coordinating, and controlling all of the resources needed na i-produce ng ating company's goods and services. Ito rin yung ating central core function for every company kasi dito natin nakikita and we are designing the controlling process of production and redesigning pa yung business operations in the production of our goods and services. Different functions or any functions differ depending upon the purpose of your organization. Kaya make sure na yung focus nyo is on ensuring that our employees are adequately trained and that customer service locations are equipped and needed and safe for employees and also for the public, that our services are revised and dictated by our client input or competitive forces. Next one is our financial management. So it means we are applying general management principles to financial resources of the enterprises. So it means we are planning, organizing, directing, and controlling financial activities such as yung procurement and utilization ng mga funds, budgets, and other enterprises natin. So meron din tayong 3 under it. Number 1 is investment decision, which include yung ating mga assets or yung capital budgeting natin. So investment in current asset is also part of this decision that is also called the working capital decision. The next one is the financial decision. So this is with relation doon sa raising ng finance natin from various sources or resources, which nakadepend ito doon sa decision kung anong type ba ng source, kung kailan yung financing natin, and kung gaano kamahal yung financing and returns ng ating mga products and services. And yung last natin sa decisions is the dividend, which this is focusing on the finance manager that he or she has to take a decision with regards to the net profit distribution. Yung net profit natin, merong 5 siya. So, dalawa. The first one is the dividend for our shareholders. Ito yung mga dividend natin and yung rate natin of it have to be decided na. And yung second one is retained profits, which or wherein yung amount of retained profits natin has to be finalized, which will depend upon expansion and diversification plans of our enterprises. Next is objectives of financial management. So, to ensure the regular and adequate supply of our funds to the concerned, to ensure adequate returns to the shareholders, which will depend upon on the earning capacity ng ating market price of the share and also yung expectation ng ating mga shareholders. And yung next one, to ensure optimum funds utilization. So once funds are procured, they should be utilized in the maximum possible way na pwede natin siyang gamitin. And to ensure safety on investment naman, like funds, this should be invested in safe ventures so that yung ating adequate rate of return can be achieved accordingly. And yung last natin, to plan a sound capital structure. So, there should be rational and fair composition kung paano natin gagamitin yung ating capital so that yung balance natin is maintained between our debt and equity capital. Next is the functions of the financial management. So, we have two. Estimation of capital requirements. Of course, we have to made in adequate manner which will increases the earning capacity of our enterprise. And the second one is we should determine or determination of capital composition kasi dito nakasalalay or involve yung ating mga proportion of equity capital of our company that is possessing and yung mga additional funds na pwede nating erase pa by the outside parties or yung ating mga investors. Information and Communication Technology Management. So, from multinational corporations who maintain mainframe systems and databases to small businesses that own a single computer. So, this information technology plays a vital role. So, we have three under it. Communication. So, of course, nowadays, we use the principal means of communication between the employees, suppliers, and customers, which is the emails, and the VoIP, which telephones and smartphones naman is under it, the voice over internet protocol. So we offer even more high-tech ways of employees on how we communicate to each other nowadays. So some other communication tools have also involved, and this allows the staff to communicate using chats, online meeting tools like we have now, and other video conferencing system. The next is itong inventory management natin, which this system tracks naman doon sa quantity of each item of a company maintains, whether triggering an order of additional stock or when quantifies fall below a predetermined amount. So, dito, ginagamit din natin yung POS or point of sale, which ensures that each item or each time an item is sold, one of those item is removed from our inventory count. So this will create a closing information loop between all the departments. So kung mapapansin ninyo, kapag kayo ay bibili sa mga department store, tinatapat lang yung barcode nila doon and automatically nasa list na ng ating POS yung inyong purchased item na binili and babawas na siya dun sa inventory count ng department. Next one is the Customer Relationship Management or the CRM, which captures every interaction naman ito within our company with a customer so that a more enriching experience can be possible. So this system is ready to be recalled if our customer calls again. So the customer has a better, more focused experience and the company benefits from improved productivity if our customer is already okay with his or her purchased item. Next one would be our special topic. So this would be the last topic for this chapter, special topics in management. The first one is on your screen, the small business management entrepreneurship, which requires business owners to use a mix of education, knowledge, and expertise to run their company. And under it, we have the styles. We have four: autocratic, paternalistic, democratic, and laissez-faire. So these are the common methods of the management. Next one is the facts. So business owners usually represents the most visible individual in an organization. So economic resources represents the raw materials and supply chain needed to produce and distribute yung ating mga goods and services in the business environment. So yung operations natin must be in the visible operations. Features. So, owners must provide oversight for several functions in the business because business owners in a large organization often delegate management responsibilities to employees. So, this will ensure the individuals to provide the oversight for this type of business style. Next is the tools, which the accounting, finance tool, and performance management represent a few universal small management tools. So business owners use accounting to record and report their company's financial informations with regards doon sa inyong mga small type business management. Considerations. We have business owners can use this type of tool where they can use technology to create an information management system. So, itong systems na to, they can transfer information electronically to the business owners other than in the other company rather. So this can make a real-time decision based on the current information collected from this business operation. So business owners consider using information management to aid them when making decisions at the very hard time. So that sums up our last topic for this chapter. And I hope you learned something and you learn more about this chapter, wherein it includes the controlling functional areas of management and the special topics in management. So if you have questions, queries about this topic, please do comment on the comment section below, and for your assessment, this will be posted on your respective Google Classrooms later on. So thank you for listening. I hope you learned well, and keep safe, and God bless to everyone.